Child, we back at the taxes. And them taxes don't go no mother hunchy where, nowhere, baby. Them ain't got, they right there. There. Bitch, it's the tax man. I'm here. Oh, my life, bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and tip your favorite narrator via Cash App at $NayRob on YouTube. And if you are not already a part of this book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button right there here on the YouTube, and for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, baby, the Hines brothers. Now, let's continue reading. Thank you for letting me be myself again by Sly Stone, baby. Anyway, I thought I was going to be done with this book before the end of the month, but it seems like I'm going to be done at the end of the month. No, I wanted to start a new book before the month ended, but it don't look like that's going to happen. We'll start the new book in March. Soon enough, I went back on the road. Usually, I was accustomed to being in the driver's seat. This time, I was the passenger. George Clinton and P. Funk took the wheel. George was my boy. I called him the Funk Baby because that's how he was born or reborn. He had started singing doo-wop written songs in Detroit, had some soul hits, and then had his head turned by rock and roll and the psychedelic 60s. He ran Parliament and Funkadelic, two bands that used many of the same musicians. Funkadelic was extreme, with loud guitars, more out there than the most psychedelic Temptations records. Funkadelic had opened for us years before, but grown into an enterprise. So, like I tell you all, it seems like all I do is train now. Okay, I don't know why the people then chose me, but god dang, it seemed like all I do is train. I don't mind it, but it's like an official, unofficial thing, all right? So at any rate, I always tell the people that I train, baby, I see potential in you. Not all of them, but some of them. I'm going to train you right. I'm going to be patient with you. I'm going to take my time with you, and I'm going to make sure when I'm done with you, you're going to be that girl or that ninja. All I want back is for when you become that star, I need you to reach for me. And that's what the dynamic was between Sly and George Clinton. Baby, I love it. Funkadelic had opened for us years before, but grown into an enterprise. As George played to bigger and bigger crowds, he preached the gospel of funk in interview after interview. He gave credit to James Brown and Dyke and the Blazers and Wilson Pickett, of course. He gave credit to Richard Pryor for his bit about The Exorcist.
You see, I told you we had nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
Let's talk to the child.
Yes, you talk to him.
He gave credit to Jimi Hendrix, especially late projects like Band of Gypsies, and he gave credit to us. early songs of ours like I Cannot Make It and Trip to Your Heart, he said, felt foundational to him. And on top of them, he built a funhouse. If P-Funk albums were a funhouse, they were the whole amusement park on stage. There could be a dozen people up there in crazy wigs and crazier costumes, each doing their own thing. They called it the Earth Tour, but it was from another planet. And by the time each night's show ended, a real spaceship had landed on stage. The mothership, which George had built so that he could come out of it like an astronaut of funk. Pause. Oh, wait, pause. One of you motherfuckers who's a visitor, I blocked you. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about your comments no more because I blocked you. I ain't even respond to the bullshit. But one of you mother hunchies had told me that I talk too much. What? What are you talking about? I'm reading a book and I'm providing commentary. That's what I do. That's what this book club does. And then in the comments, I want my members, whether they're the subscribers or the paying members, to provide their comments too. That's why I always ask you all questions, because your thoughts and contributions matter. Okay, I keep looking over because these dogs are on one today. Okay. Child, anyway, let's do this right quick because you know I like your input when we do these books. Speaking of funk, who are your top 3 funk bands? Y'all, I would have to say number 1, the JBs, Parliament, and then it would be Rick James and the Stone City Band. Who are your top 3 funk bands? They getting on my nerves over there, y'all. I swear I be wanting to fuck them dogs up. You know, y'all might have to call the ASPCA on me because I'm telling you, girl. I'm telling you. If I joined the tour in Houston in October, it was Halloween, but with George, every night was. Bootsy Collins and his rubber band went out first, did his best to pay off history, and then I had my set. The song sounded good, but I also started to see that it was history for more of the kids in the crowd. I'm talking a lot, I'm so sorry. So anyway, remember I had a young mother. She had me at 15. I remember being 6 or 5 because we was living over there in Sursum Quarters. And my mom and Honey, my oldest cousin, went to go see Parliament. I will never forget how my mother came home so excited that she seen George Clinton live. And she was explaining to me the show. She was like, Nene, it was amazing. We were underwater, Nene. And in my mind, I was like, Mama, how did that happen, Mama? They played underwater? Is that possible, Mama? Nene, we were underwater. They played underwater. Oh, God. Just having a young mother and her sweetness and her innocence and then her ability to get to stand on business and get to, you know, the goals, when I look back, is amazing. But experiencing that joy with her, I will never forget. Never, ever. She just acted like going to a Parliament show was the greatest thing in the world. And because she was so young, she was just full of stars and amazement. Till I figured it out. I literally thought that these people were playing underwater or had some kind of water screen in front of them, like a fishbowl or something in front of them, when in actuality it probably was just lights. But for a long time I thought, what a band, they played underwater. Not really, but as a child when you're receiving it, Mama, they play underwater? How could they breathe? Never learn to swim, can't get the rhythm of the stroke. Why must I hold my breath? So back in the day, there was a go-go band called Northeast Groovers. And they had a version of, I think it's called Aqua Boogie, or I don't know what the Parliament song is. But Northeast Groovers' version was The Water. Now that I think back at it, they wasn't talking about, or maybe George Clinton was talking about PCP too. But I know when the Go-Go Band was talking about it, the swim, they was talking about the dippers, the PCP. I don't know what Parliament was talking about, but when I think about it, it probably was PCP. Child, you learn something new every day. Back at the taxes. And them taxes don't go no mother hunchy where, nowhere, baby. Them motherfuckers they right there. There. Bitch, it's the tax man. I'm here. Charges filing. The IRS issues hadn't gone away. I couldn't get my head around them, so I put them in Ken Roberts' hands. Ken arranged a payment schedule or a settlement, but when the day came for the hearing, I didn't show up. I don't know why the courts thought you would show up. You don't even show up to make money. People are expecting you to show up. And if you don't make me the money, then bitch, you owe me money. Because I got to give all these people their money for their tickets back. So, I can see how that ends up being a problem. Ken didn't seem happy about that at all. He said it would only make things harder. But how had they gotten so hard in the first place? It made no sense to me. Maybe they had seen me on TV and thought that I owned too many cars. But what of it? Work it out. I figured that there was money because there were still papers to sign. Maybe I'd be walking into a hotel and someone would push a paper in my face. Sly, they were saying. But really, they were saying, sign. I must have signed too many of those papers or failed to sign a different kind because the bill came. I did what I could. I tried to live a slimmer life, traded down from a Mark V to a Mustang. I got rid of any property I didn't need. The bill didn't seem to be coming down fast enough. When there was nothing more I could do, I couldn't do anything else. And I sat on the stairs at the Mandeville house and watched them take my things from me. They meaning the government, me meaning me.